I was going to record this yesterday, but it has been a rough couple days with the assassination of Charlie Kirk. But here is session 3, and it's called The Release of Faith and Power. I don't know about you, but I do not want to put myself through the difficult discipline of fasting if it is not going to bring a godly outcome. In the last session, we looked at a passage where Jesus talks about a right and a wrong way to fast. Now, we will talk more about this in sessions to come, but for now, I want to talk about some of the benefits of fasting. We're going to jump into the context of Mark chapter 9, verse 29, which is Jesus has just come down off of the Mount of Transfiguration, and his disciples had been praying over a demon-possessed boy. They have been unable to drive this demon out of the child and end up asking Jesus why that is. 30 out of the earliest 34 manuscripts of this passage include the word fasting when Jesus says this kind can come out by nothing but prayer and fasting. Jesus even goes on to rebuke his disciples for their lack of faith. So I believe we see fasting as a mark of faith, but also something about fasting increases faith in us. And it helps us overcome things in the spiritual realm that would otherwise be impossible. In 2009, two friends of mine challenged me to join them in a 21-day fast. I thought, there's no way that that's possible, and told them, maybe I'll join you for about 7 days and then send you on your way. To me, the idea of not eating for 21 days was a mountain in my mind. But it got cast into the sea when the three of us fasted together for all 3 weeks. Fasting makes you start to think, what other things have I believed are impossible that could actually be possible with just a little bit of faith? All of a sudden, the faith in seeing mountains move begins to grow in us. Fasting also helps us understand that we are not only physical beings, but spiritual beings as well. It shows us what our spirits feel when we starve them. Matthew chapter 4, verse 4 says, man does not live on bread alone, but every word that comes from the mouth of God. I've been thinking a lot this week about how looking forward to heaven is similar to fasting. We look forward to eating like we wait for the feast of heaven as we hunger for righteousness in a sin-ridden world. Fasting has a way of teaching us how to hope. Jesus was led by the Spirit into a season of fasting. So I encourage you, ask the Spirit to lead you when it comes to the purpose of a fast, the length of a fast, but do not do it for God. Rather, do it with God. When your fast has purpose, it won't feel like you're just starving yourself, but instead, like you are accomplishing something incredibly important. Again, it is okay to begin a fast even if you don't feel direction at first. Just seek direction as you go. When Jesus left the desert after his 40-day fast, in Luke chapter 4, verse 14, it says he returned in the power of the Spirit. Up until this point, Jesus had not done any miracles, but only 21 verses later, he performs his first, driving a demon out of a man as he is preaching his very first documented sermon in a synagogue. So we see fasting releases faith, hope, and spiritual power. And this is just the beginning of the benefits of fasting we're going to be looking at.